What's up, everybody? We're going to jump right into it. We're going to discuss the DJ Envy lawsuit. He has been sued along with his business partner, Cesar Pina. They're alleging that it's a Ponzi scheme for $1.5 million. Man, that's a tall task. Envy has got himself into a whole lot of stuff lately, starting with the Rick Ross back and forth that he had. And as a result of that, Rick Ross started posting some stuff calling him a scammer. And Tony the Closer, who's a real estate guy, started posting some stuff and bringing on people saying that DJ Envy was a scammer. So I want to hop right into the details of this and give you my opinion on it. I used to be a realtor, used to be a bank manager, and I'm a real estate investor myself on a very small scale, but I'm pretty knowledgeable about the topic. So he's being sued along with his business partners, and these are DJ Envy's words, originally saying that Cesar was his business partner. Many people know they do real estate seminars all over the country where they charge a fee and they give real estate advice. So this person is saying they gave DJ Envy $1.5 million for an investment. And they're saying they gave it to him and Cesar Pina, and they want their money back. They're saying they haven't got return calls. This is all alleged. None of us know what's true or not, but they're saying they haven't got return calls. So since the initial lawsuit, DJ Envy has responded through his lawyers, and he's basically saying, look, I'm not a part of this. Cesar owes me $500,000. I also invested in different properties, and I'm owed money, and I have nothing to do with this lawsuit that's going on. I didn't take the money from these people. I didn't tell these people they should invest. I have nothing to do with it. Take me out the lawsuit. So that's kind of where we stand. What I'll say is, when I'm reading through his response, so here's sort of the response from his attorney. So if you look at this, this is what was filed in Superior State Court of New Jersey. I somewhat believe DJ Envy. When I look at the whole scenario, I think DJ Envy was a person that's been on radio talking about real estate as if he's some expert. And based on my knowledge of it, I never thought he was some expert. I thought he was a guy who has made some investments. He got with Cesar, and they probably did get a couple wins out of it. But I never thought that he himself was an expert, and I never thought that he himself should have been positioning himself as an expert. Now, does that mean he committed fraud? No. Does that mean that he was trying to scam people? No, that's not what it means. But I knew that he didn't know enough about real estate that he should be going around doing seminars and giving exposés. Because I'll give you an example. They went on a couple podcasts like Bigger Pockets, and they were on Earn Your Leisure podcast. And particularly the Earn Your Leisure podcast, I heard Cesar saying things that I know 100% for sure is fraud. He was saying, like, when someone lends you money, you can take that estimate and inflate it so that, let's say the cost of $25,000, you can say it's $35,000, so you can pocket the $10,000. Whatever he was saying is complete fraud. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So the moment I heard Cesar saying that, I knew right then and there that this was a guy that probably wasn't on the up and up, and that DJ Envy shouldn't be doing business with him. So that's kind of my take on that. I feel like the people suing Cesar are just using DJ Envy's name to get press for the case, because I don't think he's involved in it. Based on DJ Envy's response, he's saying he lost $500,000 with Cesar, that he's not a partner in any of the companies, that he's not working for any of these companies. He's essentially saying that he has nothing to do with it. He's also a victim. And based on the limited information that we all have, I actually believe him. I think that he was in over his head. Do I know that Cesar was scamming people? Do I know it was a Ponzi scheme? No, I can't say that. That's all alleged. But what I can say is that the mistake that a lot of these people make is they start taking money from everyone and their paperwork isn't right. When you invest with someone, there's a chance you might lose money. Everybody has to understand that. So there's a difference between scamming someone and doing an investment that didn't work out. So if DJ Envy went into a real estate deal and he had all the facts, and Cesar, tried to buy a school and convert it to apartments, and they got in there, and let's say they uncovered that it didn't meet code, or they had to spend another $3 or $4 million that they didn't have, and they lose money on that, you got to go to your investors and just tell them you lost their money. What happens a lot of times is people don't want to go to their investors and tell them they lost the money, so they don't return their calls. They keep lying to them, and they really pay their investors back with new money. And that's when, a bad investment deal that maybe it sucked that it went bad, but that's when it turns into a Ponzi scheme many times because people just won't be honest and actually tell their investors that, hey, this deal didn't work out. They don't want to do that because they feel like they're going to make it work and earn the money back at some point. So based on what we know, I don't think DJ Envy did anything. Cesar, on the other hand, it does not surprise me that these allegations are coming up simply because, like I said, I've heard him talk, and some of the stuff he did, if it's not fraudulent, flat out, it's unethical. And that's based on my hearing him speak. But until we hear his side of the story from the lawsuit, we won't know exactly what happened with this. So hopefully DJ Envy gets through this. He doesn't lose his job at Power 105 in the Breakfast Club. And moving forward, he understands that he's not an expert. Just because you invest your money doesn't mean you should be going around giving seminars and on the radio talking about real estate as if you're some expert, because it didn't seem to me that he even knew some of the basics. It seemed like he had the money. He got with Cesar. Cesar did some of the work and he made money. And next thing you know, he thought he had a side hustle by doing these real estate seminars. So good luck, Envy. Hopefully you stay out of trouble, keep your job. But you got to do better. You got to pick and choose the people you're dealing with, because whether you realize it or not, when you say this is your partner to the general public, you're co-signing that man. If people see that DJ Envy is doing business with them, they're going to want to do business with them. And so you got to understand that anybody you stand next to, you're giving them a co-sign whether you like it or not.